You can continue, Palomita.
Okay. Yeah. So in that area, in that particular area, there can be many houses. So to identify a particular house, we need the particular address or a number of the house, like 1, 2, or 45 by 7 or whatever. So the house number actually here works as a class that is inside the package. So just like a house inside an area or in an area is same as a class inside a package. So the class, if we take it as a house, we can move on to the methods. Just like in a house, there are so many doors and windows and areas. In a house, there can be some areas that can be accessed by people residing in the house, and there are places that can't be accessed by all the people. So for say, if there are 3 rooms in a house, 3 bedrooms, and a dining, a kitchen, a staircase, whatever. So when we enter in the house, we get access to the dining and the kitchen, and it can be accessed by anyone. But when we want to access a particular room, we need to have permission. I mean, the room cannot be accessed by everyone. So for the variable to be accessed by everyone, or to be accessed by every member of that class, needs to be placed in the common area, that is the staircase or the kitchen or the dining. Just like in line number 10 or line number 11, we have 2 variables. One is the TV, second is the dining, one is inch type and one is string type. So these 2 are not located in any room. There are one room, there are another kid room, another kid room. So these 2 variables are not located inside any room. So these are actually in the common area, so can be accessed by any room, any member of the room. On the other hand, we have the variables in the 20th and 21st line, that is inch bed and string AC. This can only be accessed by room number 1 because it is residing inside the room 1. For an example, if there is a AC inside room number 1, you cannot access it from the dining room or from the kitchen or anything. To do that, we need to have it publicly declared, like on the 10th or 11th line, just like the TV or dining table. Same in the same way, in room number 2, that is kid room 2, if we declare some kind of variable, we cannot access it from the room number 1 or kid room number 3. So that is the difference between a local variable and then a global variable or instance variable. So local variable works locally. The local being here is room number 1, room number 2, room number 3. On the other hand, global means that can be accessed by everyone or public, just like any public road, any public light post or bridges, anything. This can be accessed by any member, any room of the house. So as long as the method is in the same class, any variable inside the class and outside the method can be accessed by any method. I am done. I am done. Did I say right, Maulana?
Yeah, that's good. Nice. Okay. So this is what it is basically, it is very simple, guys. Usually the people, by saying this, oh, what is this class, what is this packages, what, oh my god, how this this comes here, what is this open brace and where it is closed, all these question marks would come, like for the people who started learning the programming language, right?
Yes, sir.
Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
the thing, like, you just want to see this one into a, you need to correlate this one with our day-to-day activity, then it is so easy. Okay, so only the point, like, you need to connect the dot. So how it is gonna be work, the same thing, like, which the package and where in the package, I mean, so in the general example, area, inside the area, there are a number of houses. For each house, there will be a name for the number, house number. And inside the, if you see the house, there will be a door. And for the door, there will be, for each house, there can be multiple doors. One, the front door, back door, side door. Okay. After that, once you go inside the home, there will be, the home is divided into the number of rooms, right? So the number of rooms in the sense like, so those are the rooms are some private rooms, like the people who wants to access, those guys only can go into them, like the master bedroom, kid room, like that. So if you connect all these things to our programming language, it is the same thing. There is nothing difference here. So the area is a package, and the number of houses we see, those are called classes. For the class, for the house, there will be a number that's called door number. In the same way, for the class, there will be a name that's called class name, right? This is called house 3. And then in the we came to the house now. So in the house, there it is divided into the number of rooms. Like this is the one room, and this is the another room, and this is the another room. Now, these are the different rooms we have. Now in this room, the things which is inside this room is accessible only the people who are living in this room, right? In the same way, here also the same thing, here also the same thing. And for a house, you have, there is a common place also where everyone can able to access. So that means the dining table, kitchen, TV, sofa, all these things. So that is the areas where everyone can able to access. That means we can correlate these 2 points, how it is, this apart from the methods, this is called methods. So apart from the methods, where if you declare the things outside of it, that means it is a global variable where everyone can access inside this house. Inside this house, guys, clearly understand. Inside this house, everyone can able to access. Okay. And if you declare anything, the things here inside the room, you can able to access only the people who live in this one. Means the living area of this variable is from starting to here, and that's it. Got it? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So that's the point here. So you need to be very, very understandable by saying that by correlating with the our generalized day-to-day life activity. Okay. Okay. Now we will go little bit ahead of it. Yesterday we see a area and a house, and for a house you will have a number of doors, right?
No. Yes.
So today we will see about the doors. Okay. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Before going to that, I just want to execute and show you the output of it. Okay. If I take this example itself, it's okay. Okay. Before going to that door, we'll see little bit inside the functionality, how it works. Okay. Is anyone executed the programs yesterday? The variables, or you just understand the concept? That's it.
Executed.
Okay. So you executed with the main.
Yes.
Yes, sir. We tried with me.
Okay. Is this Lavanya?
Yeah, no.
Okay. Now tell me what is error here.
We have to create a object.
No, I don't want to create an object. I'm inside the home only, right? Inside only one home, right? Why cannot I can go to the any room, right?
Only main method is also
Main
static
method.
method, static
Main
method. But we create a non-static methods, but we can't call from
Call.
non-static method to static method.
Ilasa sir,
And-
hold on. Hold
Okay.
on. Hold on. I'm talking to the Lavanya. Lavanya has to give an answer. Okay? Hold on.
Okay.
Okay. Come on, Lavanya.
Uh,
Why this error?
Static. It's static right now. So we have to
So we have to
create object.
why? What is the reason? So you mean to say that you need to create a class object here? This is what it is. House 3 obj equal to
Equal to new dot.
this is what you are saying.
Yeah, no.
Okay, now I want to call this room 1. What should I do now? What should I do now?
One.
Huh? Room 1 here.
J dot
What was it? Obj
Uh-huh.
dot
room.
obj
One.
dot room 1. Okay. Here.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is what you are saying. Right, Lavanya?
Yeah, yeah.
But I don't want like that.
Okay.
I want okay. Now tell me. Okay. Okay. Is anyone tried the examples yesterday?
This.
Who's that? Lavanya, did you said that's fine. So now I want to do this one. I'll ask some other.
No, I didn't try
Method.
like this.
Okay.
When
Anyone
method
see it?
declare as static, we can access. We can able to access with method name.
The method is declared as static.
Yeah.
Okay.
Methods are 2 types, static and non-static.
Uh-huh. Okay. Now coming to the point here. So you mean to say that I need to give a static here?
Yes, yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So now the room 1 is good.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Then what is error here? Indra? What was that, Indra?
Yeah, yes.
What is error here?
The non-static variables cannot
Vectors,
capture
variables
Cannot be used in
non-static one.
static.
Static in TV, static string dining table.
Those are non-static variables because we did not mention the static word.
Yes.
Now coming to the point. Okay. For example, now we have seen the rooms, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. In these rooms, so we can say there are 2 types of rooms are there in a home. The 2 types means it is a glass room and one is the construction with the wall. Okay. So these are the 2 rooms, or else you can take, basically if you are in US and Canada, the rooms are divided with the cardboards. It is not with the concrete basically. In India, it was divided with the concretes, correct? With the wall, right?
Yes. Yes. Sir.
But in the US and Canada, the rooms are divided with the cardboards. It is not constructed with the concrete. Okay. So these are the 2 different of rooms where the people used to be for a house. That's what I see up to now, right? Correct or not? I mean, if you are not aware of it, but you just understand, like, in US and Canada, because it's a cold country, the houses will not constructed with the concrete. It should be constructed with the normal cardboards, basically. Okay. Now, so there are the two types of rooms we have seen. In the same way, in the in our class also, there are two types of methods. That means this method is a non-static method. If you provide this one as a name, here it is a static method. Okay. If you say this one is a static, means it's a static method. If you did not provide anything, means it's a non-static method. Okay. That means, like, if this is there, means this is a room of a hardwood. If this is not there, then this is room of a normal concrete one. Okay. Just think like that. Clear? Now, here there is one more point is there. Basically, if you are constructing a home with the hardwood, means all the things which is inside is, it should be with the wood only. Okay. If you are constructing room with the normal concrete, means the things which is inside means only concrete, just as a correlate these things, right? Now the point why I'm saying that, if you are saying this method is a static, the inside whatever the variables you want to use should be a static. So I need to say static. Did you see? So if I use whatever the things from the outside, you want to bring something from the outside to be here, means it should be a static. It should be the hardwood. Okay. Confused? Clear? Anything doubt?
No.
Confused?
No, clear.
No, sir. Clear.
Clear? Okay. So this is the way the methods are divided. The methods are divided the two ways. One is a static method, another one is a non-static method. Non-static method means if you did not provide a keyword, a static here, if you remove this one, that means it's a non-static method. If you define, means it's a static method. We will see what is the use of the static. Why do I need to use? What is the necessity for that? We'll look into that. Okay. Now we just understand the methods are two types. One is static and one is a non-static. As previously, when sorry. So we have seen a static and non-static methods. Clear? Now I'm introducing one more method, is called main method. So for in the same way, for a house, what is a very, very important must and should be there? A kitchen, right?
Yeah.
So for a house, must and should, you will have a one kitchen. You will have a rooms or not, something different. You must have a kitchen, right? So in the same way, for a class, there should be the main method would be there. So this is the starting point of your execution. Okay. The execution will start from main method only. So from this line, so whatever the lines it is there here. So for example, if I say, when I run this program, it will start from this place, from this line, 53 line. So I'll show you that. So did you see this output? The execution starts from main method, and then it calls the room one method. And then whatever the things I have given, those things are printed here.
Yes.
Got it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Nageshwari, what would be the output now? If you see this one,
I'm in room one method.
what was it?
I'm in room one method
Uh-huh.
and TV, dining
Uh-huh.
table, and I'm in main method.
Okay. Harsha, is Nageshwari said correct?
Can you scroll up, sir?
No, here it is. The room one here,
Okay.
main method here, room method here,
Main
here.
method.
So whatever the Nageshwari said is correct.
Yes.
Karan,
Yeah,
so whatever this Nageshwari and Harsha saying, it is correct. I mean, I say it's wrong. So what do you think?
can you go up on 1 second?
Okay.
I think I'm in room one method, 100 class, and I'm in main method will be the output.
Okay, let me see. I'm in room one method, 100 class, I'm in main method. That's correct. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
That's good. So this is the way the main method it's been defined. So the main method is the place where it's the program execution would start. Okay. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Shri, did you understand now? You were asking initially about this main method, how it works, everything. Now it is clear?
Yes, sir.
Clear, Shri? Hello? She's there? Oh, she's not there.
Hi, sir.
Sai Shri should be there, right? Sai Shri, or what's her name? Yeah, Sai Shri, right?
Yeah.
She did not join Manjana today.
She joined Molali just before you asked the question, right? I think she dropped. Maybe I'm not sure if she's having some network issue.
Okay. That's fine. So this is what it is. So the execution starts from the main method.
Main method.
Now, always main method is a static method. This is what it is very clear. There is no change in that. So this is the perfectly a static method. Always. And rest of the methods, it depends on your requirement, will use a static and not static. Now, can anyone tell me what is the use of a static? Anyone knows about it?
You can call directly in the main method.
Class name.
Without creating object, we can call directly.
Okay. Okay. Any other?
If we want to keep some value or some data same in every class, we should use it as a static because it does not change from class to class. Maybe.
Why not? For example, I will show you here itself, Palamita. The data got changed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there is nothing called it's as a constant where always should be there, right? Okay. Any other answers? To know this one, we need to know what is the use of a static. Before knowing that, we need to know how to create an object for the class. Okay. Now, we will understand one more new concept that is called object creation. Now, object creation means, so to you want to access anything in the room, okay, in the house basically. So you need to create a object. For example, one second, wait. Okay. If you want to access any house, how do you access a house? Basically, if you want to go into
House name.
house name to identify the house. But I am asking if you want to go inside the house, how do you go?
When opening the door.
Through the door, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So we have discussed the doors should be there. Without the door, you can go into the house?
No, we can't.
No, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now, in the same way, you understand everything, like whatever the concepts which we correlated with our house example. But where is the door here? Here is only the thing, like, the rooms are there, and inside the room, whatever the things should be there, everything is there. But so you can able to visualize everything from inside this house. But how do you go inside this house? Through the door, right?
Yes.
Through the door, you have to go inside. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, for a house, this number of this, what is the name of this house? For example, this is like, I can say 289. This is the house number. Okay. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And if you want to go inside this door means, so what is the number of this door?
289.
289.
The same 289, correct?
Yes, sir.
So even if you say the house number, if you say the door number, both are same, correct?
Yeah.
Do you think at any point of time there will be any difference with the house number and the door number?
No.
Both are same, right?
Yes.
Yes.
In the same way, for any class in our Java, there should be a door. So it should be public. House number and the door number should be same. So this should be the same. Now, can you imagine a house without a door? No way, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So if the person constructing the house means by default, the first mandatory thing to go into the house is there should be a door.
Yes.
If you no need to tell to the realtor saying that, boss, can you do the door over there as a specific requirement, right? So by default, a door would be there for a house, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So in the same way, for any class, by default, there should be a constructor. If you define or if you don't define, there should be a constructor. Get it?
Yeah.
So how the constructor would be? The same house
It's a
number
class
and the door number should be the same. Okay. Yes,
Yeah.
clear?
Yes. Yes. Sir.
So if I remove this one, do you think the door is available or not?
Default is our.
Default.
So for a house, by default, the door would be there. But if you want to show that door by putting the very good color, that means you just showcase it like this. So it means like you are showing to the public. So this is my door. If you did not show to the public, to the people, even though to the house, there should be a door, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So by default, there would be a door. Yes or no?
Yes. Sir.
Yes.
Yes. Sir.
So this is called a constructor. Remember the word. So I'm introducing a new concept called constructor. Okay. So construct is a nothing but is a door to the house. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, any questions on this constructor to anyone? If you did not understand, if you understand anything, if you confused anything, let me know. So we'll put it in another way so that the people can understand. Any questions? Anyone? Manjunath? If you are confusion, if you have any confusion also, let me know so that we'll discuss and we'll clarify that. Team A, Team B, Team C, and Team D.
If we don't create also, we'll have the default, right? Why should we create the constructor?
That's good question. Okay. Now, for a house, so when you see this house, may I know who's this? Ask this question.
Karan.
Karan. Okay. Okay, Karan. See, for a house, basically, if you specify or if you did not specify, there should be a door, right?
Yeah.
But if you specify specially saying that I need a teak wood door, okay? Or if you specify specially I need yellow color on the door, something like that, so that the people can able to identify and use something. Okay.
Okay.
So that what we do that paint in the yellow color, so that this door would be this special into the all houses, right?
Yeah.
So in the same way, if you specify a constructor here, you can make use of few things out of it. So what is the few things we will see in the future? I mean, after 10 minutes. But up to now, you just understand there should be a default constructor if you are specify or if you did not specify. But if you specify, you can write it like this.
Okay.
Okay. Clear?
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, we'll come to the point of constructor. So we have seen, actually I have shown like the house has a different doors. There is a front door and there is a back door also, right? Here also the door is there.
Yeah.
Now, just park this, the back door will come to know once there is one more concept is there. Once we start that concept, we'll understand that. Up to now, just understand like only the front door. That is a default constructor. Okay. Now we'll understand one more new concept that is called object creation. Okay. That means that means when you want to go inside the house, you can create a bridge so that you can able to go inside the house. For example, you want to connect these two houses. Okay. So I can take something here. For example, if you want to connect these two houses, okay. So what is this? This is a bridge you have connected, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll just change this one. So think like I'm connecting to this to the main door. Okay. So I cannot say clearly, but think like you are connecting from the main door to main door. Okay.
Yeah.
So when you communicating between these two houses, you have constructed the bridge so that it is easy for you guys to construct it. For example, this belongs to the two friends. So the friends can able to go from here to here with the main door help through this bridge. Okay.
Yeah.
Now the point here is we'll understand the bridge creation, how the bridge can be created. Now, to which house you are creating a bridge? To this house,
Yeah.
right? From this house to this house, you are creating a bridge.
Yeah.
So, house 3. So this bridge means you should put the name of this bridge, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Something called bridge name equal to. So this is the new bridge where you are occupying some space, right?
Yeah.
You're occupying some space to construct this bridge. So that means you need to provide the new. And if you want to go to the house, through which, how you will go into the house? Through the door, right?
No.
That means here through the
House 3.
what do you mean by house 3 here?
Constructor.
Constructor.
Door, okay. So the door means it's a constructor. Please this one. Now you constructed the bridge between the house. So I mean, understand like you have constructed the bridge to go inside the house. Okay. Once you construct the bridge to the house, you can able to access everything inside the house, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
So when you go inside, with the help of the bridge, you go inside. Then if you say that, you can able to access all the rooms. You can go to the inside the room, whatever the things are there, you can able to access all these things. Yes or no? Correct?
Yeah.
So in the same way, if you see here, you can see kid room 2.
Yeah.
You can
Yes,
see
sir.
kid room 2,
Yeah.
kid room 3, and you can see the dining table.
Yes.
You can see the TV. Again, you can see the room 1, right?
Yeah.
So all these things you can able to access if you construct the bridge to that house. Okay. So forget about this house. For example, like, you are not having any this house. You just constructed the bridge so that how do you want to go inside the house? So this is the way you're gonna be create the object for a particular class. Any questions, clarifications, or confusions for this object creation?
No.
Guys, are you clear or not? Are you confused anything? Because everyone has to understand, because this is a very, very important thing. So this makes the basement so that we can able to construct everything very easily. Okay. Team A, team B, team C, and team D.
Yeah, Maulana, got it.
Yes, sir.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay. I have a question here.
No, I have a small doubt.
Yes, sir.
For to access everything on the house, we are creating the bridge, right?
Yes,
Okay.
correct. To access everything in the house. So I mean, I given the other example, which is not needed right now. That is needed in the next future classes. But just now, you can think to access to the house, you need to have a bridge so that you can able to go inside. Okay. So that means this is the way. So which house you want to create? For the bridge, you should provide a bridge name, some name, right? And then you need to give some allocation, right? And you need to go inside the door.
Okay.
So that you can able to access everything inside the house. Okay. Now we will see some technical terms. So when you want to create any object to the class, first you need to provide the class name. Okay.
Yeah.
And then
Object.
Object reference variable.
Object.
okay, or a variable we can say equal to
And
new.
we'll give the value.
Keyword.
New
Keyword.
means it will
Will you value?
create a memory
Allocate
of that particular class.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Guys, can you please go on mute? If you have any questions, please unmute yourself. Okay, or else please go on mute. So new means you are gonna be create some sort of allocation, some sort of memory occupy in the heap memory. Okay. For that, which constructor? For that particular class constructor. So that's the way we are gonna be, right? This is a standard, guys. When you want to create an object, so class name, object name equal to new, and then constructor. Okay.
Okay.
Clear?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I mean, yes, Manjunath.
Yeah, Maulana. So I have one doubt.
Uh-huh.
So in this class, if we have all the methods as static, then we don't need that
Yeah.
object.
I'll come to that. I'll come to that. But as of now, without the static, as of now, whatever the things we discuss, any questions on that?
What is heap memory?
Okay. What is heap memory? I think it's been covered. I thought so. So that's why I did not touch about it. Okay. Heap memory, and we have a stack memory. There are two types of memories are available. So basically, you know about the computer peripherals, right? The RAM and the hard disk, the SSDs, all these things.
Yes.
So when a particular program starts running, when the Java starts running, so it will allocate some sort of memory in the particular RAM position. Okay, so the RAM is like, for example, 8 GB. So when you are running your JVM, when you are running your Java, so it will allocate, okay, for Java, you can take this much of size of memory to run your programs. So he will allocate. Who will allocate? CPU will allocate to the Java program, right?
Yes.
So that is the space in the RAM where the Java program will keep everything, whatever the variables which you create, whatever the classes you are creating, everything will be stored over there and execute the code. so that the output would be able to see in our screen. So that means like whatever the language which we are saying, it's a total English language, right? This will convert into the machine language. That machine language, that execution process, everything, somewhere it has to put and convert, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
So it will be load everything into the particular memory so that it will convert it in the bytecode, and the bytecode will be understood by the machine, and it will give back the answer to this machine, to the Java, and it will give you convert into the machine, I mean human understandable language in English.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So this is what it's gonna be happen. So that memory, wherever the memory is allocating in the RAM, so that memory, it is divided as a, for some purpose it's a heap memory, for some purpose is a stack memory. Okay. Now, what is the use of the heap? What is the use of stack? That's a longer story. But just understanding, that memory which is gonna be useful for an execution purpose. Okay, and that would be overwritten always. For example, you have changed the value. All these things, it will be overwritten into the particular heap memory. Okay.
Okay.
So usually, when you are running a very huge program, and the CPU is allocated for you, like 500 MB size in the RAM. But when you're running a very huge program, so it's like 1 GB of file data you are accessing. So that, but you have only 500 MB memory, right? But you have the data of 1 GB. When you're trying to load the data into the heap memory, you will get the heap out of memory exception. So maybe you have seen your study sometime, or if you want to do that in the and the Google also, you can see that. And you usually see any Java answers, you can see in the Stack Overflow website, right?
Yes.
So basically, Stack Overflow is one of the in the olden days, basically at the time, we had only the very limited RAM size, right?
Yes.
So because right now you can see this, like right now the 128 GB phone, it's coming. Previously, at the time of 2000 sometime, you can see like 2 GB of hard disk, 3 GB of hard disk, something like that.
Yes.
Yes. So that time is not that much of optimized. At the time, whenever you're running the program, so that whatever the memory is allocating by the CPU to the Java, it is not enough. So usually it will throw the Stack Overflow error. Means like whatever the memory is not enough for me to run. So that's the error it was throwing. So with that name itself, there was created a website that is called Stack Overflow. Okay. That's it. The different topic altogether. But the point is like it's sort of some memory where your program would be executed. Okay.
Okay.
Now, any other questions on the two concepts? One is constructor and one is the object creation. One is the door and one is the bridge. Okay.
Yeah.
Any questions? Okay. Now, we already talked about a variable called static here, right?
Yes.
So there are two types of methods we have talked about. One is static, another one is non-static.
No.
Now the point here is, why do we need this one? What is the necessity of a static here? That means you can have, whenever you declare a method or a variable as a static, that means you can able to access directly through the door. I mean, directly with the house name itself, you can able to access. So you no need to create a bridge at all. That means, for example, so you know this house, right? So you know inside the house, you have a TV and you have AC, something, and you have a dining table. For example, this house belongs to you. So do you need to create a bridge to go inside?
No.
No, right? So to go inside and to need to access, do you need to create a bridge for that? No, right?
Yes.
So directly you can go inside the house and you can access the things, whatever the things are there. But if some third person is there, if they want to access your house, they want to create a bridge here so that they can able to access your house. Until then, they cannot access. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
So in the same point, if you want to access some methods or some variables without creating a object, without creating a bridge, you want to access means you have to make it as a static. For example, so if you see this room 1 is a static method, but room 2 is a
Non-static.
non-static method. Now, if I say, as I said, house 3 dot, are you able to see the room 1?
Yes.
That's good. So means you no need to create a bridge here. But if you see this one, dot, then if you create a bridge, you can able to access everything, right? Either the people who directly go inside and access the things, either the people who can go through the bridge can able to access the things. Anything can access to the bridge, right?
Yes.
So if you say this one, you can able to access room 1. So if you see this symbol, guys, if you see this symbol, yes is there,
Yes.
right? That means it's a static method. Did you see? This dining table is a static, TV is a static, the main method is a static, and the room 1 is a static. So this is the, it is a notation where the static would be available like this. Clear?
Yes.
So that is the reason we have a static method and a static variable. Any questions on this? So today we have seen 3 concepts. One is a door, the other one is a bridge, and the third one is different types of rooms, like static and non-static. So we have understand about the static and what is the purpose of the static, right?
Yeah.
Any doubt as of now?
Yeah, Maulana.
Manjunath, it's clear for you?
Yes.
What is the purpose of the static?
Yeah, I got it, Maulana.
Okay. So team A, team B, team C, and team D. Monica?
Yes, sir.
It's clear?
Yes, sir, it's clear.
Sir, I have one doubt.
Uh-huh.
Sir, we declare the public static void main room 1, right, sir?
Uh-huh.
That is
void main, this one, right?
this one, room 1 method.
Room 1, okay.
Okay.
That room 1.
Here, without creating object for this, we call can directly, right? We can call that directly.
Yes.
If we want to, here we create the object for house 3, right? By using house 3 dot room 1 also, is it okay, or we can call only directly? Is there?
No,
I mean,
both the things can able to access both the ways.
Okay, no problem for that. Okay.
No problem for that. Both are same. See, the thing, Indra. So you have different rooms inside the house, right?
Yes.
If you go directly inside through this door, you can able to access everything. Yes.
Yes.
If you go with the bridge inside the house, you can able to access
we
everything.
can access. Yes.
Both the same, right?
Yes.
You only the point is that you need to go inside,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Clear?
Yes. Sir.
Nice. Any other questions? Jyotsna, is it clear to you?
Yes, Anna.
Right? Vignesh, might be you can meet with your team D, okay, with the Lavanya and Lila Prasad and Raksha, and talk to them and see and learn something more fast so they can teach you. So if you did not understand anything, you can ask me tomorrow.
Sure,
Okay?
sure. Thank you.
But the point is like you have to do your work. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Right. Guys, if you have any other questions, let me know. Or else today, that's it for today. That's it.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You know, like I was really wondered.
So the markets are.
Yeah, am I telling you and am I taking you in the right direction, or you people are confused and you're not understanding anything and saying simply like yes?
No, sir, it's clear, sir. No confusion.
Okay. That's fine. We'll see by tomorrow. So, and but do practice. Okay. Talk to with your teams and make sure you are on the track. Okay.
Okay, Anna.
Okay.
Okay, guys. See you. Bye bye.
Okay.
Thank you, Mona.
Thank you.
Thanks, Anna.
Thank you.